Hello, everybody. My name is Andrea. Welcome to the Open Company channel. And this is our first session online as promised. We are with our team ready to talk to you and be presented to you. I will just give you a little introduction about the topics we're going to discuss today. Okay, so I will just jump to the topics and start this. Welcome and thank you for your support, and thank you for being with us in this. So, just as a dynamic information, I will just switch between me and the Open Company presentation that I'm doing. Okay, like this, easy. It's all live, so bear with me. Okay, we are just learning together. Cool. So the Open Company is live, and these are the topics we are going to discuss today. I will start with a brief introduction about the idea. Okay, and I also will talk to you about the team. So I will introduce you to the team. And after that, our customers from iJus, our project, will talk to you about the idea. They speak Portuguese, but I will translate that to you. So these are the topics. Let's start with a brief the Open Company introduction. So the idea is this that we're seeing now. It's about having live and real projects online. And the sessions, the meetings, and also the code development being done online on these live sessions on YouTube. So let me put here so you can see while I speak. And yeah, the idea is that basically it's a company that I'm just starting. Okay, so it's all new. I just set up the social media websites and all this crazy stuff that we have to put together. But bear with us because this is gonna be cool. I promise. So yeah, and of course during the sessions you understand more about the purpose of the idea, which briefly speaking is to first provide a real project experience to all viewers, and of course deliver the project, and teach those who are in need or those who want to start a new profession. And the new profession in this case is software development. Okay, so that's the idea. Let's do this together. Thank you. Now it's time to introduce you to the team. So yeah, the whole team. I will put and share with you our meeting. They are already online, so let me switch. Guys, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, there you are. So say hello to everybody. So I will tell you about them from top, bottom, left to the right of your screen. The first one you're seeing there in that, and his cat. You see, that's the nice thing about live sessions. There is a very nice cat. Please bring him in. So that one is Ícaro. Ícaro, it's your turn to say hello.
Posso falar em português?
Yeah, you can speak in Portuguese.
Bom, olá a todos. Eu sou o Ícaro, cofundador do iJus.
And then you pause.
Oi?
And then you pause, I have to translate it.
Ah, ok. Mas é isso.
So guys, this is Ícaro. He is the founder of iJus, the project we're going to work with. Go ahead, Ícaro. Ícaro?
Tá me ouvindo?
Yeah. It's freezing, but yeah, you're back.
Bom, me apresentando de cara assim, já posso explicar o iJus também.
No, just you.
É isso.
I just come
Estudante de
come
direito,
after that.
estudante de direito do último ano. E é isso.
So Icaro is a law student. He's currently studying the last year of the course, right? Is that it? The last year. So it's about to become a full-time lawyer, right, Icaro?
Sim, eu trabalho hoje em dia no setor público, mas não é isso que me interessa, não me interessa
Cool.
também.
And also, every time I do something wrong or something nice happens, I will do some for you, a noise. Those who are in the meeting will be able to see that only in the live video. Okay, so now it's thank you, Icaro. Now it's Marta turn. Marta, welcome. Hi,
Hello.
Marta.
How are you? So I am a software development student. I'm looking forward to starting my professional career as a programmer, but I still need a lot to learn. So to learn a lot, I joined here and I hope to get exposure to a lot of new things and to of course add a lot of value through.
Cool. Isn't that awesome, guys? So welcome, Marta. Of course, you add value to the team. So welcome. Now it's Miriam turn. Hello, Miriam.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
Yeah, very good.
Hi. So I'm Miriam. I'm a web developer and I entered the field about 2.5 years ago, and I've had the pleasure to work with Andre since then. And I have a non-traditional background, so I've been working in biochemistry before. So science will always have a special place in my heart.
Cool.
But what really excites me about being here is to be involved in, meaningful and socially conscious projects in an environment that promotes learning, research, and exploring, and also to make new friends along the way.
Wow. Very nice introduction, Miriam. Thank you and welcome to the team. And I think since it was Matthias' turn, he just disappeared, right? Icaro, can you introduce Matheus for us?
Bom, Matheus é o meu amigo cofundador, que fica aqui embaixo.
So he is Matheus is his friend and co-founder, and that's
E, bom, ele é de empresas e é um ótimo designer gráfico.
oh, that's nice. So he said that Matheus manages many companies, and I think Matheus is back. So Matheus can probably talk to us. It's your turn, Matheus. Welcome back.
Olá a todos, tudo bem? Bem, eu sou o Matheus, sou cofundador do iJus e idealizador. Sou estudante de administração e tenho 21 anos. Estou fazendo 21 exatamente hoje.
Hold. That's important. Guys, this is Matheus. He's co-founder of the company, as we said before. And there is something interesting about today's date. It's his birthday. So, congratulations, Matheus. Happy birthday. That's good. And he's the owner of the idea as much as Icaro is. And yeah, welcome, Matheus, and thank you for being with us today. Okay, so guys, this is our beautiful team. Look how cool they are. So I will just get back to the presentation. Team, please bear with me. We'll be together soon, okay? Stay tuned. Cool. I will just switch views here and get back to the presentation. So now you know you have met the team. I mean, so here we are, and now it's time for a quick introduction about the project itself. So Icaro, and Matheus, I will put you back so one of you two can talk to us about the project. It's a quick introduction, okay? So, getting back there, who's going to speak?
Bom,
Ok.
um pouco da ideia basicamente surgiu de uma carência existente no mercado.
Okay, so the idea is about something they noticed in the law market in Brazil, which is something that is missing, right, Icaro?
Isso, por conta de um problema relacionado ao acesso à faculdade, como isso mudou e qual é o público que essa faculdade atinge no momento.
Okay, so it's a problem about the way students join the university to study law, and they are tackling this exactly problem with this idea. Go ahead, please.
O curso de Direito era um curso que na maioria das vezes era ingressado por pessoas com dinheiro ou da área,
So,
e hoje em dia é um curso de popular acesso.
all right. So basically, what he said is that law courses in Brazil used to be something only for the elite, for rich people to ingress and study, and now it became very popular. So go ahead.
Então, são pessoas que na maioria das vezes vão acabar se formando e não vão ter atuação de trabalho, vão ter que trabalhar para os advogados da elite formados anteriormente.
So thanks to this popularization, what happens is that most of the students will not have the opportunity of finish their course and start working by themselves, and they are kind of forced to start working for the elite lawyers and agencies and offices in Brazil. Go ahead.
E, por outro lado, a legislação brasileira é muito necessário contratos entre pessoas.
So if I got it right, can you repeat, please? I lost it. It's
A
live.
legislação brasileira deixa muito necessário contratos entre pessoas para qualquer coisa.
Oh, I see. He's saying that the Brazilian legislation demands that agreements and contracts are established between people, between parties, for whatever they want to do. Go ahead.
Então, basicamente, a gente quer juntar as duas coisas.
All right. So they want to join the two things together, which are.
Eu não tenho força suficiente para brigar com a elite que governa, mas eu posso tornar mais acessível o trabalho para as pessoas que acabam de se formar.
So he said that he cannot fight the powerful elite, but he can help by providing a service that will be accessible for the overall population and law students and new lawyers, right?
Isso, basicamente, a gente quer trazer para a população que não tem acesso a esse direito por conta de custo e por uma linguagem não acessível,
All right.
o acesso a ele por meio de advogados recém-formados.
So the idea is about, as he said, join together in a platform where they will put together in one side the customers, people that need agreements and contracts, and the other side, very nice database of young lawyers and students, right? I don't know if the students will be together. Will they? In the database, will be students there or just lawyers?
Advogados recém-formados.
So recently.
A gente quer ele no sexto.
Okay, so the 6th year of the law formation, is that it?
Quando ele acaba.
When they finish, when they are lawyers already. Cool. So that's a very nice idea. I loved it and I joined the team. So thank you, Icaro, for your introduction about iJus. Right, so let's get back to the PowerPoint, super PowerPoint. Here we are. So we did this already. We presented the iJus project, and now people we just start working. But first, I will introduce you to some of the tools we're going to use. We are going to manage this project all online. all live, as you can see. And we are going to use Azure, I don't know how to say that. I say Azure DevOps. Okay, so I will just switch to Azure. Now, guys from the team, just to let you know, I'll share a screen with you so you can see it. Okay? All right? So bear with me, I have to find out how to do that here. I think it's here, present now. And I say a Chrome tab. I like this thing. And then I select that. And please let me know if you're seeing the Azure DevOps now. Please someone say yes or no.
Yes.
So you're seeing the Azure DevOps, right? So my friends, this is the tool we're going to use to to manage the project. It's called Azure DevOps. It's one of the new cloud services of Microsoft. Okay, I already set up some initial data here, so you can see that the project is here, the name, right? Here, sorry, the iJus project under my own account, so I'm using my own account here, and this is the main page. This overall thing here is the main page of the project, so the setup. So it's the overview page that is here. Okay, as you can see. Important to notice that the project is public, so it means that I put together a Git repository for the source code and everything we produce here, and that URL will be shared with you. I think I did that already in the description, but anyway, I'll just check that later. What it means is that you can access it and download the code and maybe contribute, why not? Okay, so this is the main page. And we have the team members down here. Right now I have the customers Mateus and Icaro along with me and Miriam, and I have to add to the team member our students. I didn't do that yet, but I will do later. Okay, so that's it for the overview. What I want to present you now is this view here, which is the boards. Okay, in this place we will add our work items, so everything that must be done will be added to this view here. It's just a list, a grid with some information about the items, as you can see here, right? And of course it's empty because it just started, and we will do everything live for you to see how it works. Okay, also we have this boards view here that I'll show you now. Okay, and this is a place, it's like the Scrum boards and Agile boards for managing the post-its. So basically we'll add items from the backlog to this board, and we'll change status of the items as we go. So new items active, and then resolved, and then closed. Okay, and the differences between all these columns and their meanings we'll see as we go. Okay, so let me just check with my team if everything is okay. How is it, team? Is okay?
Good, all good so far.
It's all good so far. I will just put my music a little, I don't know the opposite of louder, quieter. All right, and get back there. So this is the board view, and we also have the backlog view, and it's very similar to the work items view. It's just a list that we're going to create, and there are different types of items like say tasks and features and things like that, and bugs, because bugs happen, you know, and you see those items in here, which is very cool. So let me get back to our PowerPoint so I can see. Guys, what are you seeing now? Are you seeing still seeing the tab, the how they say DevOps?
Oh yes, the backlogs.
It's still the DevOps, right?
Backlog.
So what I will do now, I will stop sharing so you're back with me, okay?
Okay, very nice.
Are you back?
Yes.
Cool. And this is Mateus, and that is Icaro. Cool, let me get back to a PowerPoint. So I did the presentation, a very quick presentation of Azure DevOps. It's a very brief, very shallow thing, people, so bear with me because you see we using the tool as we go, so don't worry about that. And guys, if any of you notice or detect any problems with the live session, please let me know, okay? Cool. Next item. I think I'm just rushing here, I don't know. Things will get better as we go. So let's go back to the Azure DevOps and let's set our first sprint. Let's start a sprint, guys. So I will share the screen again. Get back to the meeting and share screen. Okay, present now. Nice. Just a minute. There we go. I think now you're seeing the DevOps again, right?
Yes.
Cool. So the task we're going to do now is to set up our first sprint. Okay? So basically what I have to do, I have to go to project settings first. And in here, I have the settings. Sorry, project configuration. And here you go. In this particular view, which is called project configuration under project settings, as you can see, is the place where we set our interactions. It's not interactions, it's interactions, all right? Which is basically our sprints. Let's do that now. What I'm going to do now, you see I have an item here, which is the project itself, the iJus main interaction, the whole thing. Under this item, I will set a new child, and I'll call this sprint 1. All right? Icaro, please just tell me, is it okay if we start the sprint tomorrow?
Por mim, tranquilo.
All good for you? So Icaro said it's all right with him. So tomorrow is the date of the first sprint start. Okay, and of course we're going to do very small interactions of 1 week in the beginning. All right, and I will set the end date of this sprint to the next Tuesday, which is the 30th of June. Sorry for my poor English. Okay, and I'll save and close this item here. So we have our first sprint. You can see it here. All right, all good, excellent. So now I will just get back to our presentation. Bear with me, I'll stop presenting this. Okay, and get back to our presentation. Hi guys again.
Hello.
So here we are. In the presentation, guys, what are you seeing at the moment? I think you don't see the presentation, right?
Just a meeting, yes.
Do you see it?
Just
No.
no, just you guys.
So let me just solve that problem by sharing the whole screen with you, so you can see it also. The entire screen.
Yes.
I think it's fair, right? Cool. Share it. Now I think you can see everything, right?
Nice. Perfect.
Are you seeing the presentation now?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Cool. Now it's much better. So we did this and this and that and also this one here, okay? And we did this one here. I think I'm going to quickie. Quickie is great, isn't it? So let's take the time then and just use our time here in this item and define our first sprint backlog, of course, without the estimates. And guys, I have to ask you one thing. Do you all have the app in your cell phone for the estimation? The Scrum app?
Poker.
Yeah, the
Scrum Poker.
Scrum Poker. Do you have it? I put it in the description for you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so no problem if you don't have it. You have time to install it later, mostly because, and I knew that this would happen, we're not going to estimate anything today. We're going to estimate in the second session, which is the sprint tomorrow. Okay, before the sprint tomorrow. All right, so what I'm going to do is just teach you how to go to DevOps and set our first backlog. So let's go back to here. Okay, overview. And boards, actually, and backlogs. Okay, now Icaro and Mateus, I need your input in this. Sorry, let me take this thing here. What's happening? Are you alright?
Bom, eu queria só perguntar o que você acha razoável, André.
About? He's asking me what I think is reasonable to start with. You mean what you're asking about the actual thing you're going to do? All right. So yeah, we have a project to build for you. I don't know. It's called iJus, and we're just starting it, and I'm trolling you. So basically, I guess the best thing to do is put some basic tasks for the team, for the developer teams, I mean, while you start filling up the backlog with the features that you want. So the backlog, as I said before to you, is something that is very alive. It's a very long and large list of items that you want us to build for you. Okay, and that list is not prioritized. You don't put priorities on that immediately. You can just create the list and then you manage the priorities as you go. Okay, so you may start adding items because I gave you the permissions to that in that view whenever you want. Okay, it doesn't need to be now. I can add that the first one for you now, but you can do that as we go during our sprint. And yeah, this is the way we're going to manage it. It's going to happen here in this view. You just add items, and while you do so, you just tell us what the user story is. You see, it's a user story. So basically, my customers, what they're going to do is just tell us a story about the item or feature, whatever you want the application to do for that, on that backlog item. Okay, don't care about making it very precise. It's just an initial a description of what you want, and you can extend the description, make it better as we go. Doesn't need to be something exact. And that's the beauty about Agile and Scrum. You don't need to actually predetermine whatever you need to do. You just do it, give it a name, then we describe it and try to understand it. Okay? So, yeah, I will first be the first one to add an item there for you. Okay? Icaro, can we call the first item the user registration feature?
Eu pensei naquele sistema de newsletter, né?
Newsletter?
Okay,
so let's remove the registration part and put newsletter.
Eu tenho alguns e-mails já pra gente poder ter contato com as pessoas interessadas.
For functionality. Is the name okay for you?
Ok.
So guys, we spoke about this before, to be very honest with you, and the idea is to provide a very quick first version of the application, and this first version will contain a very simple functionality. It's very simple, but it goes from top to bottom, from the user interface to the database and back, meaning that it's a complete functionality, okay, a vertical and complete functionality that we are going to implement together. And this is going to be our first functionality. As you can see, let me grab my arrow here. You see I hit the add to top and the item is just here. And my customers, as I said, whatever is here in this list, you can come here, hit the bottom of your mouse, and you can give us a lot more information about the item. You see? You can see here that the title is here, as you saw when I created it. But I have description, I have acceptance criteria, okay? So all this information is good if you fill up for us. Okay, guys, just give me an okay that you're listening to me and understanding it.
Yeah.
Is it clear? Cool.
That is clear.
Great. And of course, there is much more to this view than meet the eyes. You see, description, title, assignment, comments, the state of the items are here, the area of the interaction the item belongs to, some planning information here, for instance, the story points that we agreed before that we're going to use hours instead of story points. Okay, so for instance, this is for estimation. We'll set a value to that field so we have very nice reports in the end. Reports about our progress, I mean. So this is we defined our story points to be hours instead. I think I can change that to be actual hours instead, but I don't know yet. Okay, the priority of the item, lower numbers are higher priorities. Okay, bigger numbers are small priorities or lower priorities. And that's it for now. I will not spend too much time in this because we're going to use this as we go. Okay, just a quick information about this little item here. You see, it's a clip. It means that it accepts attachments. So whatever document, image, sketches that you want to, it's not scratch. It's not scratch, is sketch. So whatever you have to put here and add as information for the development team, please do so, okay? Thank you for your patience, and let's get back to the presentation. I will just close this window and get back there. Here. So yeah, I added our first sprint backlog, and I also added the first item in the backlog. So I think this item here is done, pretty much. Okay, so now I'll get back, and I think we have more time than I estimated to talk about the planning poker, so you understand the dynamics. Do you have the app with you, my team? Yes, you got it. That's cool.
Good, that's the good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. So yeah, I have mine too. All right. Yeah. So here we are. Guys, I would just give you a very...
Aqui eu tô na reunião no celular, então eu não consigo mostrar para vocês qual que eu vou escolher. Então eu vou fazer assim, tá?
No problem. Yeah, you give us the numbers, no problem. But the idea is first, you have to understand one thing about this. Who actually does the estimate is the team of developers. Okay? The customer is not required to estimate, but you can participate in this meeting. But I gave you the app information and requested you to install it because I know that you can. I told you that you can use that same board to manage your own tasks, because as part of the team that you are at the moment, you have some tasks assigned to you. Okay, so if you want to manage your tasks and work in Agile and Scrum way, you can estimate these numbers, okay, the efforts for each task, and add to the same backlog. Okay, got it? You need translation?
Não, tá tranquilo.
Is it all right, guys? So for the development team, Miriam, you are with me in this because you already know that.
Yeah.
You know how it works, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
do.
cool.
We've used it many times.
Yes, we use this all the time. Marta, have you ever used this thing?
No, to be
No.
fair, I'm looking forward to getting to know it.
Yes.
Because it looks really funny.
Yes, it's a planning poker. The name is interesting because it is a poker. It basically means that we have cards in our hands, okay, and these cards you see that they have numbers. You see the numbers there? I'm showing
Yes.
the pra galera. Okay, and these numbers are basically what we call Scrum points. I said before that we instead of points we're going to use hours. So what it means is that when we are estimating an item that we are going to work with or work in a certain moment, we will together as developers we'll estimate the effort. Okay, this way I'll give you a quick example. Let's say I'm building the registration UI. Okay, so the task is create the UI for the user registration. Okay, we'll join together with the cards in our hands. Okay, the cards in our hands, and we secretly think about how long I would take to implement that thing. Okay, and we choose a number. You see that there are many different numbers here. Okay, and let's say I think that I would take 2 hours to implement it. I select the number 2 in the list here in the app, and I keep it to me. I don't show it immediately. But when everybody is done the same, then we choose it. We count to 3, 3, 2, 1, and choose it to the camera. Okay? So we choose a number and show it to the camera all together. So let's say that, please choose a number there in your app. I chose 2 already, but we should show it together. I'll do it again. So we are estimating the user registration UI. Okay, so let's choose a number. Okay, keep it. 3, 2, 1. So I have 8. So all right, it's not 8. Icaro is showing as infinite. Miriam, yours is an 8, right? Miriam, you're mute. So 8. Marta, is it 3 in your hands?
Yes.
Mateus, you said how much? 6? It's not in the list. Oh, it is. Sorry. Okay, so we had different numbers, right? Which is the highest number we had? Infinite.
Infinite.
Infinite. Okay, thank you, Icaro. I will talk about the infinite number in a minute. Okay, but let's take
Eu não conheço nada e para mim vai demorar infinito.
Okay, so he said that he doesn't know anything, so it's infinite for him. Okay, so yeah, that's the way it is. So which is the highest number that we got? 8, I believe, right?
8.
8. So that's how it works. We have 8 as the highest, and we have the lowest number, which is 3.
3, I think.
3, isn't it? What happens in sequence is this. The person that chose the highest number will tell us why the highest number was chosen. And then the person with the lowest number will say this, do the same. Tell us why it's the lowest number. So I'll start with Miriam. Miriam, why do you think it's 8 hours?
Because we need to prepare the wireframe, talk about, how many pages we need.
Mm-hmm.
And just, in case it takes longer than we expect, I add 2 more. So, I thought it would be 6 and I add 2 more and it's 8.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. And who is the lowest number?
I think I got the 3.
Yeah. So tell us.
To be fair, I thought it was an example, so I just said, okay, 3.
Okay, but you're getting the idea. The dynamic is this. Don't worry about the actual contents. We're going to do this for real in our session tomorrow. Okay, we're going to estimate the real thing. Okay, so you got the dynamics.
Yes.
Yeah, and now about the infinite number that is chosen by Icaro. The infinite number means I have no idea how long this thing is gonna take, and it can be infinite. All right, so that's a very weird number for a developer. Thanks God, thanks gravity that Icaro is not a developer, right, Icaro? And just to complete the dynamics, if we don't have an agreement after saying the reasons why, what we do in sequence is this. We will have this conversation, okay? Then we will think again, and we will vote again. So now with more information, the reasons why it's more and the reasons why it's less, with this information, we choose another number and do the second vote. So let's do it. Let's do a second vote. So yeah, okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay. So I have 8, 8, 6 again, 13. Nice. And I have 6. So we don't have an agreement. Okay? What happens if, for instance, if all of us choose the same number or close numbers, we can just deliberate and say, okay, let's do this in 8 hours. Okay? But if there is no agreement, we deliberate. We say okay, customer or the tech lead, in this case is me, I will deliberate and I will say, okay, given all the information, I would choose 13 hours for this item. Okay, then what we do, we go there in the item. Are you seeing this?
Yes.
Yes, we go there. You see here, story points. We put the number there and save. Okay?
Okay.
So yeah, this is the dynamics. What do you think?
It's very good because it gives a good like it helps putting together all our expectations and agreeing with the client so that they have similar expectations and there is a satisfactory result at the end.
This is very cool. Well done. Good. I will celebrate. Congratulations. My customers, what do you think about the dynamics? Do you like it?
Ah, eu acho maravilhoso.
Marvelous. Wow, that's great.
Eu acho que é uma ideia.
Go ahead.
Dinâmica
que é uma
que nunca
ideia.
existiu na minha área.
Sorry, what did you say?
É uma dinâmica que nunca existiu na minha área.
Oh,
E eu achei maravilhoso quando eu descobri.
oh, that's nice. So he basically said that he found it marvelous when he discovered it and got to know about it. And it's something, it's a sort of dynamics that doesn't exist in his field of operation. Is that true? So good. Mateus, how do you like it?
Eu acho que é algo que tem que ser utilizado em todo tipo de área, não somente na área de desenvolvimento, mas tudo pode ser utilizado nisso.
Nice. And you know that this basically what Mateus said, it's something that he thinks could be used anywhere, not only in software development companies. Okay. So yeah, it makes sense, and it's true. I have implemented Agile in non-software companies before, and it really works. I can tell you this story later. Okay, not now. So yeah, I think we did it. Let's see. I'll get back to the presentation and see how we are here. Yes, we did the planning poker. It took longer than 3 minutes, so my estimation. Oh, I will take the opportunity to talk about estimations with you. Guys, one thing about estimation and the reasons why we use a system like this. It's all about transparency, all right? In traditional processes, we don't have this. What we have is a contract that must be followed. Icaro, we have contracts in traditional developments. Yeah, say something. You're mute.
Eu achei maravilhoso, porque esse é o tipo de coisa que sempre dá problema. E é uma forma de não dar problemas.
Yes, that's it. So he said he finds the idea marvelous because this is something that always gives us problems and trouble. And of course, fighting, including law fights and lawsuits about contracts, right? Broken contracts.
Deveriam incluir isso na advocacia e na área de obras.
They should put it in the law field and building field. That's interesting. Good. I agree with that. So, what more? So, the reasons why we use this, it's to provide transparency all the time. So there is no hiding things, no hiding information. Okay, it's everything clear to everybody that is in the project. That includes the customer. There is no such as a thing as having a meeting with the customer, promising a lot of things, and then getting back to the customer 2 weeks later with a list of problems, but no deliverables. Okay, so here not only it's transparent and the efforts are estimated. Another thing, you see, I failed my estimation in my presentation. I put 3 minutes for presenting the planning poker. I'm talking about it for I think 15 minutes already. So it was a fail, but that was on purpose. Okay, so yeah, that was on purpose. Excellent. So what happens now is that since we are all in agreement, we are all clear about our dynamics and the way you're going to work, we are basically going to fill up this board in the next session and start, oh, where are you? Here. And start working. Okay? So we'll just complete the live session with our final considerations. Guys, do you want to say something? Say goodbye or something like that? Before I do my own thing here?
Thank you.
So that's all. Just thank you and bye. Come on. Say something.
See you soon, tomorrow.
Yes, looking forward to getting started with trying and creating a lot of new items and working on them and helping so that we can actually become experts on this.
Excellent. That's awesome. Guys, I will ask you for you all together. Please unmute your microphone.
On mute?
Yeah, unmute. Because we're going to say this together. Guys, let's ask our viewers to subscribe to our channel and help us because they are going to support us in this journey. So, guys, subscribe to our channel. Yay!
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Subscribe.
And let's help this thing happen, okay? So, team, you may stay. I'll just give our viewers the final considerations, okay? And then I'll get back. Sorry, I will finish the live session for today. And then we speak, okay? Bye-bye. Stay tuned. So, guys, this is basically all for today. So I'm putting myself back here so you can see me speaking. Okay, so final considerations. I hope you understood the idea and the concept we want to apply in this project with our customer, all live on YouTube. Of course, as I said, this is gonna be supported by you. So please let me know what you think. If this worked for you, if you liked it, let me know in the comments, okay, in the video on YouTube. And please visit our channels, talk to us, okay? And if you have interest in becoming a student in our next project or even in this one project, please also let me know, okay? And if you have an idea for a very nice, cool project that can be done this way, mostly the humanitarian ones, the ones that people are in need but don't have ways of affording it, let us know, because we will consider the project as the next one in our journey, okay? So this is it. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please help us subscribe and see you next time. Bye-bye.